Oh my God. It is Championship Sunday. The Rams are going to Seattle. We're not doing these long-winded intros that I always seem to do because I lose thought and have ADHD. I'm Tuna. My co-host is Sheriff Joe Baggs. What we want to see is we want to see that. We want to see that. That's what we want. We want to see that stuff. All the good stuff that comes with winning a game and, hey, I'm the champion. We want all the good football stuff, don't we, Joe?
Gosh darn right we do. I'm so freaking fired up, man. Oh, man. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm fired up, dude. Wearing jersey at work today, obviously. I've never been told we have a dress code, but I try. I don't know what to do there. So, yeah. We're going to Puka today. I don't know if you caught, by the way, the fact that the NFC is the road team in the Super Bowl, which I do like for our trend purposes, and being, in white.
Just wear the same damn thing. It's You're just wearing your favorite outfit. They just keep washing it after every Sunday. Just wash it out. Wear it the next week.
Hell yeah, man. I love it. Yes. So
you know what? You're in a little bit too good of a mood. I need to remind you that this is football is serious and there's scary things out there, and you got to go face this guy. I told you it was hiding the first slide. Here you go, Rams fans. This is what you're waiting for. You see this serial killer look in his eyes? This is what you got coming Sunday.
Oh no!
I don't know. I came across it, and I was looking through Seahawks media. I'm like, why is this a screen grab? Like, who's
all I can think of is Joey from Friends, where he just yells, "A ghost!" That's all I can think.
I have to admit though, so listening, I've listened to Seahawks press conferences more than I have other teams this season.
Yeah.
Mike McDonald, Sam Darnold, man, I reached out to somebody in the Rams press pool. I said, why are they the most boring listen of all teams? It is hard to get through.
Yeah.
Very slow, very boring. At least McVay brings you energy. Yeah, dude, it's hard to get through a 40-minute press conference listening to these two guys.
Yeah, there's a few teams that are like that. I listen to opposing press conferences all season, but Seahawks especially are extremely boring. You can usually spot it from a mile away. You can look at the coaching staff and be like, oh yeah, this one's gonna be a bummer. Like they're just gonna be like, yep, we're gonna go out there. We're like it's super basic and like, Yeah. But yeah, and you're right. We do get like our PR answers out of McVay and all these guys, but at least you do get personality.
But you get the cool mantras that we all know and love, and we're going to talk about mantras in a second. Before we get into it, though, Darius shines. I love that comment. And
this one,
man. Hey, guess what? We got the notification the other day. This channel here just got monetized. We are officially monetized.
Ram Showcase can't get monetized, by the way, on YouTube. It got pulled from me. That's actually why we do this. That's one of the reasons we do it. I can on Facebook, though. Hit me up. And then also everywhere else. But yeah, also I'm having some weird issues right now. I'm going to have some changes coming to Ram Showcase. I'm very frustrated at some people right now that are dealing in the Ram Showcase world. So I've got some angry emails coming out, and hopefully I've got no major changes to come before the Super Bowl, but I need to make some changes quickly so that people can actually hear me. But I've got some real big disappointment in some people I trusted right now, and we don't need to dive into that. But
we got showcase drama. Yeah, let's
I'm
I
mad.
didn't know about all that.
Yeah. No one knows.
But I did see we had a few social media things before we get right into the game. Let's go ahead. Let's hit this shit real fast.
Sure.
Somebody mentioned about practice. I totally almost forgot about that. Shout out to this dude, Chris Monreal. He is an intern. I just connected with him a few days ago, actually, and he texted me this. I was like, dude, you need to put that in a tweet and put that out there. Like, people have not really seen too much practice stuff. He texted me that. He was like, dude, I have never seen him this sweaty. I was like, put it into the Ramley space. What the hell? Yeah, they're dogs.
Well, he did ask about it in the press conference. They kind of somebody did mention it. They were like, yeah, I've never seen you this winded. They both came out and they're trying to talk and they're breathing heavy and stuff like that. And Jared talked about it. And he's like, it's just decided to get some extra cardio in, man. It's like it's a big week. It's a big game this week, man. We're just working. So I absolutely love it, man. I love to see that our leaders are like, hey, time to get a little bit better, man. If we can, this game's going to be all indicators are this game's going to be quite the marathon and sprint. So cardio is going to be big, man. So yeah, we just I love it. I love that we got to see that. I love too that that's just like what's out there in our press conferences is that they just coming out and they're working. I'm a big fan of this, man. Big fan. And this was absolutely hilarious, dude.
Can you again? We talked about it off camera. I'll read it, and I think you should tell me what you told. We all love Jared Verse yapping. Sometimes it's like, hey man, relax. Like let's get to the field first. Adam Grosberg, one of the beat writers, Jared Verse looking at his PR handler as he's asked about getting a third rematch with the Seahawks. I was told not to give bulletin board material.
Dude, it was so perfect, man. They literally asked him, like, is it poetic to get the Seahawks for a third time? And Jared just literally snaps his head to the side. And then just looks back. And then that's all he says, is like, yes, but I was told not to give bulletin board material. And then they asked him another question about Seattle, something about, it's like, does this game mean more because of where it's at in the season and stuff like that? And he just kind of like stops, looks back over again, and he's like, if we win, we go to the Super Bowl. So it's like he's saying, hell yeah, it does, man. Like we want to win this game bad. But I love the humor aspect of like the PR team being like,
shout out to artists, Chase and Khalid over there at the PR team, dude. They legit, yeah, they're like, hey man, shut the fuck up.
That's so funny. That's
one person who I went through these. They were what was it? They posted something about him being an MVP finalist, and they kind of showed a lot of his like clips. I was like, he curses a lot more than I realized.
Yeah.
I think that might be why I love Stafford so much. Which one of these is your favorite? Unload the effing clip. Don't look at me. I'm a freaking dog. And then who we playing, where we playing, put the ball down. Which one is your favorite?
I do love that last one, but my top one is "Don't Look at Me," man. That moment was so
look at me,
dude. That's one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my life. That's like one of those moments where, like, God, I love being a Rams fan, man. This is so badass. It was literally one of those, man. I loved it. That was so cool, man. "Don't Look at Me" is fire, man.
I will say your comment. I loved it. I think all four of these need to get saved for a off season. So for some off season merch for you and I think we put some of that stuff into the stratosphere. What do you say?
I couldn't agree more, man. I think we need to give the people some cool stuff, and if we have the means to do that, I think that it should happen. So, not saying, I'm just saying, man.
Yeah. All right, man. Let's do this. Friday, there's actual game. We got all the fun out the way. We're all awake. Let's talk shop. The first thing I want to bring to your attention, we don't have to spend too much time on it. Shout out to Josh at Josh Yo's Tweets. Brilliant Rams fan based out of Florida that provides a lot of great stats. I had a conversation with him. 13 personnel works really, really well. We didn't see a lot of it last week. Do we not see it this week as well? Because it has not been successful against Seattle. When it comes facing Seattle, we're right on board, like 11 personnel, even 12 personnel is very successful against them. And for those who can't read this, EPA per play, just a positive number means you're moving in the right direction. You're expected to get closer and score points based on these. And then obviously success rate is like, hey, are you having good or bad plays more than times than not? 13 personnel against all of the teams, they do great. 13 personnel against Seahawks, abysmal. Not great at all. Like, you might as well just not even run it at this point. Do you put too much cadence into this, or what are your thoughts on this, man?
It's kind of interesting to see the percentage be so high against. It's like we keep on trying to hammer, but I would say that I'm sure the I don't know, man. It feels like we're gonna see something out of McVay this week that we're like, oh, okay, that's how he's gonna attack it. All right, because also the way it happened last week, man, or last time we played this team is we were able to eat them up in the middle, man. Puka Nacua in those middle routes, and they like to sit in a 2 deep, so you can. And if you can break a tackle, you can also get a very long play. And we also didn't have Devontae Adams in that game. So I'm very curious to see like the kind of the middle field high-low concepts that the Rams try to run this week, I think are going to be important. And whether that's out of 13 or not, I think is not my point. But as far as 13 against the Seahawks, I was not sure how much we really see it. We haven't really seen it a whole lot this playoffs. It kind of seemed like that was like our regular season, this is what we do kind of thing. But yeah, I feel like maybe we don't see it as much against them, and they're going to pull out a bunch of 12 on us. So I mean, I think that's kind of where we could see us sitting a little bit more this week, is that 12 against that 2 deep, and just see a lot of those center field high lows as kind of where I'm thinking that we attack.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about this. Like I almost want to say like to hell with 13. I mean, the hell with like not running 13, just because it gets more guys involved. It throws a lot more looks at them. And you just say, screw it. Like, let your guys go fight. Like, let them prove that these past numbers don't matter. Because this is, and great point. I was just about to mention it, Ducendo. No Dotson, no Adams last time.
Yeah.
If you bring up the numbers on, Adams is great in 13 when it comes to the red zone, yeah, but in open field, they didn't really use him too heavily. That's more Mumpfield, that's more Nacua. I think you just got to let these guys go fight, man. Yeah, I don't know. I want to see our generic looking white guys at tight end, like on the field. I want to see them do plays.
All of them.
I want to see them swap jerseys, and you can't tell who's who.
That would be like the funniest little video for them to do of like I wore my friend's shirt so that our parents couldn't tell us apart, or so Sean McVay couldn't tell us apart. It's just Davis Allen in a Colby Parkinson jersey. Yeah, man. It's just one of those things where I feel like the Rams are going to try to adjust, or they're going to adjust as like we get into like the second quarter, because that first game against the Seahawks in LA, we saw that the Rams were running a decent chunk of 13, but it just wasn't really working because the Seahawks were sitting in nickel still, and the Rams like to pass out of 13, not just run out of 13, which 13 is typically your running formation. So the how much the Rams throw out of 13 and the Seahawks sticking in nickel for the large majority of the game is kind of, to me, just why it didn't really work for us, because it's like, they've got players who can handle that, Emanwari and stuff like that.
Nick Emanwari, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that are all over the place and can make those plays. So it's easy to take out a linebacker or a defensive lineman or something like that and keep him in, so that you can still defend that pass, because he's all over the place. But I'm not sure what the game plan will be. And that's obviously, if I did, that'd be a problem, because that would mean Seattle probably would too, because I have no business knowing what the game plan is. So good news, I don't know the game plan.
It's a good thing we don't coach, you know what I'm saying? But it does raise a good point. I'm seeing a lot in the media. I know we don't cater too much to what big media says and tries to fool us with, but a lot of people are kind of treating that the Seahawks are just gonna potentially run away with this, and it's up to the Rams to not get blown out, which is a really revisionist way of looking at how this matchup had gone. I think a lot of people are forgetting how both matchups had gone. My prediction is that this is going to be a very tightly contested game. I don't think this ends up being a big shootout like it was week 16. I think if anything, it's closer to week 11. I think it's going to be tight. Like, it's just it might be boring for 3 quarters just because these guys are just freaking exchanging body blows the whole time.
I think too many people think this is going to be high scoring based on the last game. Just based on the last game, they think this is going to be high scoring. I think that the game planning for both of these teams is going to be a little bit different in this one. And I think it's going to be a little bit more intentional in what you're trying to do. And I don't know. There's something about this game. I really do feel like it's going to be much, much lower scoring than people are giving it credit for. And I might be wrong there. It might be, one play touchdown drives up and down the field for 4 quarters. I have no idea, but there's just something about this game that based on the last one, they're going to have their different personalities. You're going to be able to look at these games and be like, oh, that's what happened in this game. And that's what, like, they're all 3 of them. They're going to be that different attitude to it. So I do think that this is going to be that like potential 20-17, like we had last week kind of game. I think it really could be that close and less scoring than that last one, because that one seemed like the offenses were just kind of going off, and then obviously we just let them come back on us and stuff. So,
and a big point, like that's a great point. Like it's going to be different. And the big thing is people are forgetting, like if these 3 names were not playing that last game. No, it goes to speak to how well this Rams team matched up with Seattle and how well that game even played out. To not have your wide receiver 1B, to not have your best offensive lineman in the middle up against their strength of the defense, like on the interior, and then Quentin Lake, who like clearly makes the secondary better. So they had a 16-point lead in the 4th quarter and allowed a comeback without 3 starters.
Yep.
I mean, if that doesn't give you like excitement, doesn't give you jitters on what can potentially happen in this game, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I can't put a defibrillator in your coffee and wake you the hell up. But this game is going to be phenomenal. As long as these guys are adding to the firepower that is on the Rams, it's going to be such a fun game. And then Joakim, thank you for tuning in from your part of the world. Hopefully you're having a good dinner as you're listening to us.
I saw that. That's so cool.
Awesome.
Awesome. Man. And I think the absence of these 3 gentlemen that you see on your screen right now, I think that was bigger than it's getting credit for, which is odd because those are like those are all potential like Hall of Fame level players right here, man. Like, I don't want to get too ahead of myself. Can we just go Pro Bowl so that there's not at least one fan forget? Like, that was just too new. But
I would say fringe all pro. I mean, Adams led the league in touchdowns. Dotson had played. I don't know why he's not an all pro, to be honest, at least second team. Yeah. And then Quentin Lake, if he doesn't get hurt, he's in the conversation for like fringe, I'd say second team all pro. That's pretty freaking significant. Yeah, significant.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like
English is hard.
I feel like we can confidently say that all 3 of these guys are in our top 10 players on our team, right? So that's a big hit, man. That's a big hit when you don't lose those guys.
I'd say that, yeah. I'd say that. All right, man.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I'm like, my hands are getting sweaty already. Like, I'm like it's. Is
there vomit on your sweater already?
Knew somebody was gonna do it. That's too easy. Like, you can't say hands sweaty and have somebody talk about spaghetti. But yeah, man, it's like I talked about it last night. I was like, oh, we got 3 sleeps. It's like, no, I feel like I've got 1. I feel I'm down to 0 sleeps. I think I've got no sleeps until Sunday, man. No more sleeps. I'm going nuts over here, man. Tomorrow's going to be a hard day. It's cold in Colorado right now. And peak for you so that you can I can try to relate this. It's 10 right now. It feels like a -4. And then tomorrow's going to be pretty similar to that as well. And so I'm just going to be like, just sitting here, just nervous as hell the whole time, man.
I'm okay. No, thank you. It is.
Really not that bad.
It was a little overcast yesterday, and it was 65. So you don't understand pain.
Are you okay? Yeah. Yeah. It's really
didn't make it.
This kind of weather today makes me more mad about all the weather stuff that was like leading up to our Chicago game, because it's like, oh yeah, I deal with this too, man. You guys are idiots. It's like, if I can handle this, then professional athletes will be all right. So yeah, that's fun. But we got about 10 minutes here, man. I want to hear from you about what kind of your expectations of this game. What do you feel like is gonna who do you think is gonna have a big day in this one? That could be offense, defense. How do you think that the Rams offense tries to attack Sam Darnold? How do you think the Rams offense tries to attack that Seahawks defense? It's all over the place and ever evolving. Kind of just want to get some thoughts from you, man. Where you at?
I think we get. I'm going to take it back to the Thursday night football game against the Vikings last year. I think I don't want to discredit Sam Darnold. Like, as much as we sit here and we joke about him and we talk about like, hey man, you've had like 1,800 turnovers and sacks against the Rams in the last 3 or 4 games you played them. The guy is a winner. Like, he's here in the NFC Championship game. Like, he's played his part. He's not just sat back. He's not Rex Grossman back in the 2008 Bears or wherever it was, where he just, hey, stay out of the way. He can hurt you. He has the potential to, if the game goes their way, if the Rams defense doesn't muck it up enough, he can outplay Stafford. And you could potentially run into a buzzsaw if you do not show up prepared. I think this game starts off with like touchdown, 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 touchdown from both sides, and it's like 14-14, like getting close to halftime. And then middle of that game gets real slow. We start exchanging body blows. I keep using a lot of boxing terminology the last 2 days. And then it's just a fucking sprint to the finish. Fourth quarter, you got big plays, a few turnovers here and there, maybe once or twice, some scares on both sides. And then it's just who can play the best football of their life in the last 3 minutes. And it may come down to a field goal, whether that's Jason Myers on their side and the defense has to hold and keep him outside of field goal range, or we're seeing if Money Mevis really is Money Mevis and he's your fucking next jersey purchase because he just had 2 straight game winners. I do think it plays out that way. I don't think there's any reality where either team runs away with this game. I think it matters too much, and I think both sides, like if the Rams PR are sitting here wrangling in Jared Verse and saying, hey, shut the fuck up, let's prepare, like this is all fun and games, but there's a different level of seriousness happening here where it's like, hey, we if we were number 1 seed, I'll let you talk. We're the 5th seed. You guys ruin games in the season. Let's go. I love that. So I think we get a really I think that's the script for the game. I think that's what Hollywood wants. What you got?
Maybe what Hollywood wants, but is it what Hollywood will get? Ooh. I absolutely agree on Sam Darnold. He can do that, but he has yet to prove that he can be that quarterback when it matters in the postseason. And yeah, you don't get to the NFC Championship game on accident, but they kind of walked into this game. They kind of didn't have the biggest hurdle last week to get over to get into this game, and they had home field advantage, number 1 seed. So they've only had to get 1 game to get here, and then they probably played what I would consider maybe the 2nd worst NFC team in the field this year. So, and I would say I put Carolina in that as the worst, but that's mainly because they didn't explode this season at any point. They just look like they're in the right trajectory, but I think that ultimately we don't know if Sam Darnold has turned that corner to a point where he can handle it in a playoff stressful situation. So I don't say that to say that I think that like you're wrong or that he's just going to blow it or something like that. But I would say that it's certainly possible that we see a similar Sam Darnold that we saw last year in Arizona against the Vikings. I don't think that that's impossible. Obviously it's so easy and it makes perfect sense to say that we think this game's going to be close. It's like, yeah, like cool. Hot take, Joe, that you think the game's going to be close and maybe go to overtime. Like, yeah, figures, dude. Like, so, I don't think there is a possible world. There is a timeline that exists where this isn't a close game. It's more of a, a 2-possession game by the end and kind of just close it out. And it's because their quarterback is Sam Darnold and we still don't know. Maybe next week I'm sitting here saying like, holy hell. Yeah, sure enough, Sam Darnold's that guy. But we haven't seen anything yet to say confidently that is the case. So for this game, I kind of do feel like the Rams are going to we're going to see some stuff from the Rams defense that we probably haven't seen. I'm also really hoping that this is the week we see Matthew Stafford's trick play that he came up in practice. I just kind of hope that we see something crazy, or maybe we can get that in our.
If he's out for a fucking pass, I'm gonna lose my shit. Stay in the pocket, bro. Just stay in the pocket.
I don't think that he would create a trick play that has him not taking the snap, because that screams to everybody, hey, this is a trick play. Matthew Stafford's not taking the snap. It's not normal. Pay attention. Alerts up everybody. So I think it'll look like a normal play, because that's also what the Rams do. They run all their weird stuff out of something that looks completely normal. So I do think that. But obviously I feel like this game is going to be close, but I do feel like there is certainly a possibility that the Rams or the Seahawks, in fairness, I get credit where credit's due. They're obviously a very, very good football team, but I don't think it's impossible that one of these teams kind of jumps out, especially in like the third quarter, some proper adjustments the right way, and the other team's not ready for it and kind of jump out. So we'll see, man. But obviously, probably feels like a close game, right? Like I want it to go to overtime. I want that, man. That's cool.
Is there one aspect of this game, one on offense, one on defense, that you think, hey, you have to have this happen, otherwise you're not winning? Like, for example, for me, they have to maybe not get back to the 13 personnel success they had the rest of the season. But if you are going to be in 13 personnel, you got to get 3.5 yards of carry at least, because if you have any sort of a lead in fourth, you're going to need to run the ball. And if you can't run the ball on this defense, like you're giving them one more snap, you're giving them one more opportunity, one more punt. And that is where you're going to run into problems. And then on the defense, you got to get turnovers. Like minimum 2. I think you got to get 2 turnovers. They're going to give you those opportunities, either be a fumble or Sam Darnold pass. Those are the 2 for me.
Gary's got a great point where he, in the comments here, where he's talking about that he thinks that Sam could be hearing the outside noise and maybe try to prove that wrong and play some hero ball, and that plays into our hands. But to answer your question, I would say with Charbonnet being out, that is their short yardage touchdown guy. I would say don't allow the run game to beat you. If the Seahawks beat you, make it be Sam Darnold, because we still don't know if he can do that. So if he can handle that, so force it to be Sam Darnold. Obviously, JSN is incredible against man, but we don't really run that much, which is good. So I think it kind of plays into our favor. I think that the kind of game plan, but I would say for defense, don't allow that run game to absolutely murder you. I mean, Brett said it a little bit earlier. It's like if they come in hitting 5 yards per carry, it's like that's going to be a bad time, man. We got to be able to stuff that. And then on the other side, for the defense, it's not
What do you know, Gary? What do you know?
For the defense, I think that it's critical. Like obviously the turnovers, because that's obviously huge, but just keeping them off that balance. If you can get it, like any kind of loss of yards in turnovers, that's going to be the key. I want to see sacks. I want to see runs for loss and balls batted down. As soon as JSN's got that thing in his hands, man, scary things can happen. And you also got to think that of all games this season, Cooper Kupp's probably going to be the most fired up for this one of the whole year. So
he's definitely going to get a good amount of targets, I would say. I think they want to get him in like the 6 to 8 like reception range on really critical downs.
I bet he's
probably. I would say down the red zone, he'll probably be a very good target. I mean, that face was scary. All right, score prediction. What you got for me, Joe?
Man, this is the hardest one, I think, of the year, because again, it's like going back 21-19, then you got 37-38. It's like kind of where we're going to slot in. I think that we kind of Goldilocks this one. I think that first one will be seen as the lowest scoring. I think that the second one will be seen as the highest scoring, and I think this one will fit in right into the middle. And I do have the Rams winning this game, and I'm just going to go with a nice 24-21 Rams.
You say, I'm writing this down for us. 24-21?
Yeah. Or for no reason at all, like 25-22. For no reason.
25-22.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll
Brett in here, 28-17. And that's I'm not as turned off by this as some people are. I do feel like there is something to be said that the Rams could just close this game out with Sam Darnold. And I think that would mean that there's like a late pick six or something like that.
Man, I'm trying to think of I try to add the score based on the drives I see happening. I don't think either team gets more than 2 touchdowns. I think it's a 2-touchdown game for both. And then I think it's a lot of field goals down the way. I want to say I'm very close to. I want to say 23-20 Rams.
Yeah, and see, I mean, our comments are a little bit more confident than we are, I guess. Andrew coming in 23-16. We've had some pretty fun games with that final score. 30-20 says Muad'Dib. So we got some yeah, we're going 3 points. Everybody else going a little bit more than us, but that's what we feel it, man. Let's go to the Super Bowl, Tuna.
This is it. Just you be the better team for 60 minutes in 2 more sleeps, Rams. And then last bit, if anyone, if you are in the Valley, if you're just in LA, if you need somewhere to go, come join me. I will be with World Tour Rams back at Golden Road Brewery. That's in Glendale area. Doors open at 10. If you really want a table, there's a lot there. You got to get there no later than I would say 11:30, 12 o'clock. Otherwise, you're going to be very crowded, probably walking around. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of fun stuff there. They do giveaways, they do raffles. There's a DJ, and it's just hundreds of Rams fans. It's a blast. I was there for Wild Card. Shout out to Chris, our good friend, for hosting this stuff.
Hell yes. And I mean, obviously I'm much further away from Los Angeles in California. I'm in very cold Colorado right now, but if you're out this way, I'll be at Kelly O'Brien's Colorado Springs for all the Sunday action, man. I'll be out there all day. So got homies coming by. Our group is kind of splitting up this week. It's kind of weird, but of all weeks, man. But I wanted to there was too many people that were hitting me up, and I can't just pile that many people into someone else's garage. So we're doing Kelly O'Brien's, a bar that I've been watching Rams football at since Sam Bradford's rookie season in 2010, man. Ooh. Good stuff. And fun fact, the first game I ever watched there was Rams Seahawks in St. Louis. It was that 2010 season. I want to say it was week 4 or 5. And I walk into this bar, right? I heard about this from my buddy. I'm 19 years old, so I can't even drink or anything like that. I'm going in here and I'm looking for a TV.
Sure you can't. Yeah.
Looking for a TV. I actually didn't. But and then I find the Rams game and I look up, and that's when Sam Bradford throws that ball to Danny Amendola, and he lays out to the side and grabs it, and then ooh. Oh man. And that was oh, this is my bar. That was the first play that I saw there as I walked in. I was like, oh, this is it. This is my place. And I'm still going there. I was 19 when I started. By the time next season begins, I'll be 35. And hell yeah, man. Kelly O'Brien's, I love that place, man.
You're old.
Yeah, I am old. It's crazy, man. The bartender that's there too, she started the same year that I started going there. So we feel I went to high school with her too. So it's kind of it's just crazy, man. I absolutely love that stuff. But anybody it's in the Colorado area, man, that's where I'll be. Come hang out, give high fives. It's awesome.
Nice. Hey, I love this, man. As we fade into the darkness, I would say if you're still watching, drop a little goat emoji into the comments as we trail off into the darkness. Hey, man, since it's Friday, if you lose, this is the end of the season. What are favorite moments of the year? Favorite Rams moments of the year, on or off the field, whatever you want. And then if you're watching, drop a little goat emoji in the chat. I want to see that.
Yeah. Give me beating the butt cheeks off the 49ers. That was awesome. Always awesome.
I was so happy I was there for that.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Equally, the Tampa Bay game. That was like a house party at SoFi, bro. It was nonstop. It was so fun.
Give me week 1. Nate Landman's punch out and Fisk's recovery. Absolutely phenomenal.
This is one of my favorite moments of the year since somebody brought it up again.
Yeah. Tutu's 88-yard touchdown.
One of 1,800 Puka